Hello, beloved community. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning recipes, a little bit of everything. It's herb planting day. So that front blew through. We did not get any severe weather. In fact, we didn't get any rain at all. But we are getting very high north winds today. It's a little chilly. It's not in the high tunnels. It's quite warm, but going in and out. So yes, let's talk about what herbs we're planting. So the first basil that we plant is the large leaf basil. It is one of our favorites. It grew so well all through the heat in the summer and stayed fine until we got that big freeze just about a month or so back. So it was almost a year-round plant. We started these from our seed, and guys, we've refurbished our tubs in this little high tunnel, and most of you know that this little high tunnel is going to be mainly my herb high tunnel, and we are going to grow tons of beautiful herbs. So let's get started. We're just going to dig us a little spot here. We're popping it in out of our little 4-inch pot, and I'm going to put 3 per 27-gallon tote. Your large leaf basil is typically your Italian basil. And that's what you're going to do if you're going to make your own Italian seasoning, or if you're making spaghetti sauce this summer when your tomatoes come in. It's thundering and lightning here. And then next on our list is opal basil. We're only going to put 2 in each of these tubs. And the reason why, because the opal basil grows a little bit shorter and grows into a bush. This large leaf basil will grow tall, and so we'll have plenty of room for those. But we want these to be great, to just 2 per pot, because they will make like a little tree-like beautiful, beautiful bush. Now, opal basil has a very light flavor. So if you don't like a very strong basil taste, your opal basil will be perfect for you. So we're starting, I've got, looks like I'm gonna have about 8 of these going. Next, we're gonna be planting Thai basil. This has turned out to be my favorite. Has a very strong aroma, guys. It is kind of an Asian flair. So it's perfect for your soups and your stews, and to sprinkle on your rice. Just a very strong, beautiful basil taste. It's not like an Italian basil. It's not like an opal. It just is it's just a kind of an Asian flair. That's the best I can describe it. And it is very aromatic and very flavorful. Next on my list is holy basil. Holy basil is fantastic for a tea. It is for anxiety, it is for sleep. We freeze dry it and we use it in a tea press, and we make us some beautiful holy basil tea. And I'll tell you, these leaves, you know what they smell like? They smell like juicy fruit when this thing is huge and when it is producing. We're growing lots of this year because, guys, it is a wonderful medicinal plant. In fact, all your basils are wonderful medicinal plants, as well as seasoning for your food. But holy basil is one of the favorite medicinals. Next on my list is sage. We absolutely love sage. Now, sage, when you think of it, you normally think of Thanksgiving, because it is one of the big ingredients in our dressing, our stuffing and our dressing. But guys, this can also be used as a medicinal herb, so I'm planting quite a bit of sage in here as well. We also have some horseradish in here. We are so excited about this horseradish. Tom, one of our community members and one of our customers, brought us this last year, and we planted it, guys, and it's just doing great in here. We cannot wait to get a hold of this horseradish root. This can be a medicinal as well. Cilantro. This is a favorite for Tex-Mex. Cilantro is used in your pico de gallo and your Mexican dishes, and then if you let it go to seed, it turns into coriander. This is a cool weather plant along with dill that we have planted in here. I'll show you that in a minute. So we want to go ahead and get it going so we can get as much of it freeze-dried as we can. Here is our dill. Hear that thunder? So we've got some dill going in here, and we will be planting dill intermittent through all of our flower beds, because it is a great pest deterrent for like your green beans, for your tomatoes. So be sure and grow you some dill this year. And we simply love our rosemary. Rosemary is something we enjoy year round. But again, this is something that you think about around Thanksgiving and Christmas. But guys, we use rosemary on pork like crazy. It is absolutely delicious. And so we are always growing our rosemary. When you plant your tomatoes, be sure and put some basil plants in between each plant because it will help deter pests and it will flavor your tomatoes. We did this last year, and we're also doing dill next to our tomato plants. Don't forget to do your companion planting. I just looked at the radar and there is a heaping storm headed our way from the southwest. It's a very large one, so we got to finish up here. So it is fixing to hit, guys. The wind picked up a little bit, but we just had 2 of our community members come by and get some tomatoes and herbs. Thank you, Doug and Marla, for coming out. We appreciate you guys so much. Sorry we didn't get to visit, but I was so worried that you guys were going to get caught in what's coming our way. Ooh-wee, you can see it coming. So I think I'm going to have to go ahead and close up this big high tunnel just until it passes. We don't want no wind damage, do we? Thankfully, Greg really put this thing together wonderfully. But we still want to close it up and make sure nothing comes up underneath and starts pulling on it or pushing up on it. Another herb that we're going to be planting is the marshmallow herb. This is something that you probably want to plant directly in the ground because it's the roots. The leaves and the flowers, but the roots are where the most medicinal value is. But it's for respiratory and gastrointestinal, guys. Really excited to see how this does. This is what it looks like, guys, coming up from the southwest. Woo-wee! So far it's just rain, not really any wind. There was some wind that blew through right before it hit, but right now it's just rain. So maybe we're just going to get some heavy rain. Maybe. We advertised for a sale today, but it looks like this is going to nip it in the bud. And I'm hoping that this is what they were expecting to come through tomorrow. Maybe it's coming in early, so our sale tomorrow will be successful. Anyway, you guys plant your herbs and use them as companion plants. Use them medicinally, use them culinary ways, and I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised. The seeds are super easy to save, so if you do grow them, be sure and save your seeds for next year. But yeah, we love our herbs. We love you all. Take care. God bless. We'll be in touch this weekend. See you soon.